What's up, everybody? It's another Mix It Up podcast. I'm your host, Joel Hawkins, and of course, I'm here with my buddy,
Aich Guests.
And today we're going to be checking out V. And we looked at this song, YouTube threw it at us, and we were like, have we done this one before? And he was like, doesn't look familiar. And I was like, okay. Should we just do it? I mean, if it didn't have a red bar going all the way across, that typically means we haven't seen it. But you never know. I mean, it could be trickery. Anyways, we wanted to make sure there was not another ad. Slow Dancing is the title. It wasn't that hard of a title.
I'm pretty sure he forgot it.
Yeah, I did.
Did that so he can
exactly.
see. Oh, that's what it is.
Exactly. But also to check the ad thing because we've been through that before. Anyway, so we're going to be doing V Slow Dancing. We're going to be checking this out. We're going to be jamming it. I know y'all are like, well, we used to do V Week. We missed that. I get it. But it got to the point where, honestly, at this point, we're just trying to put out videos when we can and trying to just exist at this point in time. We're not trying to be special. We're not trying to scale because we just don't have anybody who can work with us and help us get stuff out and do social media managing and everything else. We don't have anybody like that. So we're literally just trying to do as much as we can, as much as we can. Yeah, okay. So we're going to check it out. V,
check it out.
Slow Dance.
Slow Dance.
Yeah. Ha. Creepy. Go. Stop barking orders. It's tripping me out. It's like glitter.
It's about time we get it straight. Give me a minute if it ain't too late.
It's a funky day.
Yeah, eating flowers.
애만 깊으면 해 진짜 버티기가 이만큼 힘든데 Stay with me till the end of the day. Maybe we could be slow dancing until the morning. We could be romancing the night away, yeah. Turning me up and back up like this. What do you want? Do you not like it? Stop teasing me, girl. Now you made me leave my heart out here. 날 딛고 올라가. 다시 새로 누군가 그리운 데죠. 닮았던 우리가 먼 이유 같은 날. Maybe we could be slow dancing until the morning. We could be romancing the night away, yeah.
Good rap line right now would have been cool.
Then you give you a flute line instead.
Yeah. Been a while since I heard a flute solo.
Yeah.
Like literally 1973. Other than Anchorman. You remember that scene? I mean, right now he's doing literally this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to distract you. Thought he had a monkey there for a second. That'd have been cool. Nah. That must be his dog. That has to be his dog.
Yeah, look at the picture of him.
Maybe. Okay. So. Come on now. Did
Because when the second flute came in,
Yeah. Did it not?
I was like, oh, I see him just standing on the
I said it
table.
at the most perfect time because literally right after I said that is when it went. I mean, it could have been Will Ferrell just. Come on now, dude. If someone superimposed Will Ferrell over this music video, it would be flipping perfect. Or at least on that breakdown part with the flute solo. I'm sorry. I distracted and disconnected from the song. The minute I started hearing the flutes, it's ruined me for flute solos. The minute the flute solos started happening, I saw Will Ferrell dancing on a stage, kicking drinks while he stepped over tables of customers, playing the flute. That's what I saw. Okay. So this is from songmeaningsandfacts.com.
According to them.
Yeah, right. By Amanda London, published September 12th. Okay. We see V longing for clarity and a deeper connection with the person he's singing to. He's talking about the moment where they figure things out, asking for just a moment to possibly set things straight. The first verse sees him hint at troubles in their relationship with phrases implying fatigue and hurt, which makes perfect sense. Despite the confusion and pain, there is a plea to stay together until the end of day. There seems to be a sense of urgency as he wants to settle things before it's too late, which makes perfect sense too while he's talking about slow dancing and the feeling of it. Moving on to the chorus and second verse, V expresses a wish for a romantic moment with the person, suggesting slow dancing and enjoying the night together, perhaps a way to rekindle their connection, which is perfectly honest about the song. I mean, the whole thing, the art direction when it comes to like the weird thing they were doing with like the fishing and like the crowns where they went like all razzed out, like rasterized.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that had any real effect to the purpose of it, but it felt like he was trying to just step away from the super serious implications of the relationship and to be with that person in the more emotional, fun sense of it, to rekindle, like going to the beach and enjoying ourselves, playing
Enjoying
around,
time together,
getting on the boat and watching fireworks displays, very romanticism type things happening. And he does get a little tired at the end, right at the end of the flute solo with Will Ferrell. But at the end, you could tell like it looks like he's about to go to sleep. So it kind of feels a little bit like a dream too. Like, even though they might be having some trouble and issues, this might be the dream he's having is kind of, hey, can we just push this just a little bit? I know we need to take care of it today, but can we push it to the end of day? Let's just reconnect. Let's rekindle. The second verse of Slow Dancing portrays a fluctuating relationship with ups and downs, feeling teased and heart left vulnerable. There's a sense of loss as he speaks about moving on and finding someone new, yet amid this uncertainty and the feeling of drifting apart, the chorus repeats, holding on to the hope of finding romance and intimacy once again through slow dancing. Which, yeah, that perfectly tracks with everything the lyrics were saying, along with just the field video and everything else.
There's even a part where the the strings are coming in and they're not quite on the beat, it's just slightly off.
Yeah.
And I want to say that was right in that second verse.
Yeah.
That's why I was listening. I was like, are they off? But then it was like, okay, no, it's just like unsettling off, like it's on purpose.
And yeah.
But then later in the song, they were right on top.
And it also feels to me like an interpretation of it could be like, looking at the video, it kind of feels like if you were having like this huge argument, right? And someone you loved was literally like ending that relationship. And maybe you understood why they were. You kind of didn't want that to happen, but you understood why they were doing it. And then what would be going through your head at that point in time? I'd tell you what's gone through mine.
Flashbacks.
Yeah, of all the good times you spent with each other and friends and loving and learning and growing, and that's the stuff that flashes through your heads. It's not going to be, because it's different if it's like a toxic, horrible relationship. You feel relief. But if it's something that was good for the most part and just isn't working now and may not work in the future. Because there are some things, look, a lot of people are like, oh, you need to stay together and you need to work it out and do that. Look, sometimes people just grow differently. They grow apart. and you become two different people who don't like each other. You shouldn't try and force something like that if you're not meant to be together. That's the difference. Like the reason why marriages end in so much divorce is because people try to force something that isn't natural. Like you can't force it. It's just going to make things worse. Either someone's going to regret the other person and like literally like get that feeling of, oh, I can't believe you're with me. Like a lot of people say, oh, well, over time you start to feel, well, I can tell you how many people I've known who have been close to their deathbed, who have been like, I wasted my entire life with this person. I've known 10 people like that because they didn't live their life for themselves or for their kids. They were living it only just to keep the family unit together, or to keep this together. And what they did was actually screw their kids up more, like badly. Like, because those kids just have to live with that uncomfortability where your mom and dad don't actually like each other even, and they spend time apart because otherwise they're going to try and, rip each other's faces off. But it's, I've had friends who had parents like that and they were fucking miserable. I mean, completely and utterly miserable. Like, hey, honey, is daddy coming home? Yeah, he's in the other room playing with his hobbies and toys. Looking at him. Okay. Like the kid feels awkward. It's awkward. I mean, it's just because people get that vindictiveness if they feel like they're being trapped, But
resenting the other person. Yeah,
you resent the other person for almost, and they didn't do anything wrong. You're the idiot who agreed to it. Maybe you didn't know at that point in time. And yes, there are a lot of relationships that you can work through stuff and you appreciate and grow deeper in learning and love. But I'm going to tell you right now, there's a good amount of them that try to make that happen and it doesn't. And it ends really badly. Especially people who didn't actually know each other and then got together, or people who thought they knew each other, stayed together for a year, and then they're like, you've changed. And he's like, I haven't. This has literally been me. And you've been you. What happened?
Like, well, I saw the potential in you and you never got there.
Yeah. I've seen that a lot. I've heard that a lot.
Fall in love with the person you could be, but you never become that person.
There was one woman who was talking to me about it, and she was like confiding in me, Joel, you don't understand, he plays video games all day long. And I'm like, okay. No, Joel, you don't understand, he plays video games all day long. I'm like, you do know that's what he does for a living. What are you talking about? I'm like, that's his job. Well, yeah, he's a streamer. And I'm like, yeah. He plays video games for a living. That's his job. But I just wish he would do something else. He would not make anywhere close to the amount he makes doing that. Well, I think he could definitely get it. Oh, with no education? No education, no degree. You think he's going to be able to pull $50K a month? No. There are people who are doctors pulling $200K a year. He's pulling $50K a month. He's doing really well. He makes millions of dollars a year, and you're literally complaining because he doesn't spend enough time with you.
Like, you can always play with him.
Yeah.
Get another controller.
Well, and I'm also like,
joy.
Why, how much time does he spend with you? And she's like, not that much. It's like a third of the day. And I'm like, that's a lot. Like, usually a third of the day working, a third of the day you're sleeping, and a third of the day you're spending with family and doing other things, grocery shopping, doing this, doing this, cooking, events. Yeah. So traveling, taking kids to, sports games, this and that. I mean, that's actually a lot.
Yeah. He's doing pretty good.
Yeah. And then he spends all weekends with her because he doesn't stream on the weekends, which is kind of unusual. I'm like, how does he make that kind of money if he doesn't? Well, he streams on like Friday nights and then he'll stream on Sunday nights. And I'm like, oh, doesn't do Saturday? So weird. But he makes good money.
Yeah, you got the weekend and most of the day, then shh.
And she's like, she just doesn't understand video games. That's the whole thing. And I'm like, hey, what do you do to relieve stress? Well, I get a massage, or, I'll go out and get my hair done, or I'll go hang out with my friends, go out to eat and do this and do that. Well, he's hanging out with his friends playing video games. Oh. yeah, I don't like his friends online. And I'm like, that doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure he doesn't like your friends. Yeah. In all honesty, if I can be perfectly honest, is the amount of time I've actually seen like people and their friendships and everything else. Like my friends are highly intelligent people who are kind and respectful of each other.
Oh, thanks.
But most friends that I've seen, like friends of friends, like people got some shitheels in those groups. And they're like, yeah, it's my buddy James, you know, he's cool and everything. He's not really that nice, so just don't be offended by anything he says. And then the guy walks in the door. I'm a new person. He looks at me and goes, what's up, fuck nut? And I'm like, oh, you're going to be a dickbag. Okay. You're going to be that guy who everybody's like, can we make him leave? Can he go now? And he's only being that way because it's like certain guys are like, and that's why I don't really believe in like toxic masculinity, but I do believe in sad little boys trapped in fake men bodies, like where it's that, oh, I'm a cheesemo. Yo, what's up, fuck nut? He's never met me before, and that's what he goes with. Not, hey, how you doing? I'm blah blah blah. But what's up, fuck nut? Let's party. I'm like, jeez. I'm pretty sure you shave every part of your downstairs, don't you? All frat boying it up. Gotta be slick for the chicks, yo. Freaking creepy dudes. Anyways, I gotta say, it's a good video. It's a good song. It makes me happy.
In a good.
Yeah, it puts you in a relaxed mood.
Yeah,
like
all this stuff.
Sit on the porch in the rain with a glass of whiskey when it's a little bit nippy outside type. Oh, it was like that a week ago. It was like that a week ago, and I miss it.
It was all good just a week ago.
For 1 week, it was like 50 degrees every day.
And breezy. The sun was still shining. It was nice.
Yes, it was so great. And even at night, it was great. It was freaking amazing. And now it's like 95. What is it? 2 a.m. 95. Is it humid? 95. What's the humidity percent? 95. 95 with 95% humidity. Always. It's honestly like Houston for the most part, because it's almost like swamp heat. So it's like Houston's like the Houston, Louisiana. Dallas can get that way. Swamp ass territory, you know, where it's like
anything right along the water.
Yeah.
Florida's got parts of it.
Yeah. Florida. Florida's got cooking weather though. That's like being in a broiler. Cause it's like, oh, the humidity is hot outside. What is it? It's 85, but it's 500% humidity. So it's actually 137 right now. You're cooking and sweating at the same time. It's not that sunny, but the overcast is cooking you through the sun because all the water and humidity. Yeah. I lived in Florida for a year, and that was like, oh my God. So much sweat. I probably sweat more in that first year living there than I did in the next 5 in Texas. And the heat's not that different, and the humidity's not that different. It's just a little bit more, and a little bit goes a long way. Yep. And Louisiana is just a state where, you know, you need swamp boat to get over. Then move over there else. Actually, I love that place, especially deep Creole country. It kind of feels like the most mountain town you've ever been to, except everybody's a little more laid back because nothing's over the second floor. Like it's like flat swampland. You could drown in a 60-foot ocean in swampland mud, you know, like, yeah, it's super relaxed out there. Unless you get around the cities, then it's crazy because the minute Mardi Gras happens, it gets buck wild.
Yeah.
It goes nutty. It's the only place that has a holiday that is celebrated outside of the States sometimes. I mean, look at a prime example. Disneyland has a New Orleans square, which, by the way, is a freaking trapezoid. It's not even a square, but it's kind of New Orleans square. And like, they used to get down with it. Like having honestly, it felt like someone was having a funeral procession because they would always have those same type of jazz players out there. And I'm like, somebody die? No? Just your self-respect. Cool. Because they all wore outfits that was like old-timey, like barbershop quartet, but you're wearing jazz, but you're playing jazz. I was like, they never wore stuff like that, man.
It's all we could afford.
Real people were poor, man. They didn't wear janky outfits and look like Grandstand Band or something. Like, no one does that. But it's Disney. Yeah, keep it clean. Keep it family friendly. Anyways, so yeah, V, good as usual, man. I want to hear some funk from V though. Like that one song, it was so close to it. Didn't go full on though. I can't remember which one.
I don't know. Is there a whole lot of funk with low registered voices like baritones and basses?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah.
Just throw one.
Okay,
at me.
no.
Right now, I can't. Think
not funk per se, but funk adjacent. Barry White.
But I wouldn't classify him as funk.
I don't know. Some of those bass lines are pretty funky. My darling, come on now. That's can be kind of funky.
It can, but would you put him in with Parliament? Like, you
No,
be in there with funk?
No. That's why I said funk adjacent.
That's why I said, is there anybody with
Straight up
low
funk
registered
with a low
voice
register?
and funk?
Ooh,
I don't know if there is like.
I feel like there is. I just don't know who.
Oh,
Wow. Darling, now I have that in my head. Can't get enough of your love, baby. And I don't know why. Can't get enough of your love, baby.
you sound like a retired rock singer singing Barry White.
Who?
You sound like a retired rock singer singing Barry White.
I am. So that makes perfect sense.
Well, sound like Barry White.
Can't get enough of your love, baby.
Hey.
That's lower than Barry White. I don't know why. I mean, is that not what he sounds like?
I don't know. Maybe we should do some Barry White.
Don't change that channel. Watch the next video that pops. I don't know. Whatever. Do what you want. You can like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell notification so you know when new things are coming out. Don't change that channel. No. Yeah, I don't care. Better health, better wealth, my friends. Find some smiles today. Do some good. Have some fun. Bye.